Okay, it looks like we're good to go. Okay, for okay. We have a slight desync in start, but that shouldn't be that big of a problem. Okay, so welcome to Celeste. This is the prologue, the first lab. That's the prologue for Celeste. And we can jump, climb, and run. That's all. And obviously, now we can dash. The bird just told us how to dash. Okay. Looked like this stream just synced up. So we're having a better view now. Alright, good luck to both of the runners. And we're in the first chapter called Forsaken City. So you see some hyper dashes, some wave dash, some wall bounces everywhere. On Ronnie's screen you just saw a wall bounce. And on King Captain's reverse hyper dash. Alright. So there's not much to say in this chapter. Ronnie going for an alternate threat there. Still, and if I haven't... Yeah, I think King Captain died once. I'm not sure. Okay, both runs now neck and neck. I think by time Ronnie is a little bit ahead. It's hard to tell, they're really close together. Like I said, in the first level is a really short one. And yeah, most of the runners don't have troubles in this level. There are some minor skips like this one here coming up with some neutral wall jumps. Which you just saw on UncleRonny's. King Captain taking the normal intended route there. And both finish the first chapter. And only 3 seconds apart, so yeah. We're on for a hot race. And Ronnie taking his time here. I think we're still gonna stay with the audio here from Ronnie. Okay, so you see some small skips here with extended hyper dashes, and one of the first small time saves as well. Like we're spawning into the dream blocks. We spawned into that dream block when we talked to the mirror. So yeah, these dream blocks are basically just dashes through them, and you also get a dash refill when you go through them. And yeah, they're obviously here to go fast. So we enter the first Badline chase. Badline is behind you, is 3 seconds behind you. She mirrors your movement, and yeah, could be intense for some. Could be intense for some new runners, but for these runners which have pretty much mastered the game or are pretty fast, it's not that difficult. So yeah, we see Ronnie taking a little bit of lead here, like 8 seconds maybe. Getting that key door early. And getting out of... Oh, and that was a small mistake, but shouldn't be that much of a time loss here. Ronnie still on good pace here. Entering the awake section. As you can assume from the name, this all was a dream, and now we're awake, and Basically, you can't die in this section. Only if you retry, but there are no enemies, no spikes to kill you. It's just speed tech here, like hyper dashing, wave dashing, which we just saw. Yeah. Alright, so as we enter... Sorry for that, my internet just had like a little bit of lag. We entered the Celestial Mansion. New gimmick here is these dust bunnies and these dust floors. So Celestial Mansion is a very cycle-based stage. And most of the time there are... When you enter a room, there is a cycle, and if you die in this room, it's a little bit off the cycle. So we call them death cycles, and they're most of the time a little bit slower than fast cycles when you enter the room. So most of the runner opt to leave the room if it's possible, and try again the normal cycle. So as I'm talking, Ronny enters the huge mess section. Basically, we have to clean up towels, books, and bookshelves. Towels, books, and chests, sorry. Yeah, and speedrunners use the route down, up, and middle. It's the fastest one, depending on Oshiro's position when we get out of the section. Next, what we see on Ronny's screen is called a spike jump. Basically, if you come from behind a wall, you have a slight frame to do a wall jump from a spike. So basically you jump from the wall behind the spike, and the hit detection doesn't register the hit. So yeah, you can abuse that in some more spots you're going to see later. As our two runners go fast through these sections here. Ronny in the book section at the moment. King Captain as well. Only like, let's say, 15 seconds behind maybe. It's still not much. Still anyone's race. And there are so many spots you can die in this game. Running, going for the fast cycle here, and I should really not say something like this because commentator curse. And this time he gets it. Gives KingCaptain a little bit of time to catch up. He's in the same room now. Now it's only like maybe a 3-second. I see like 13 seconds in chat. Now it's less because of these deaths by Ronny. And now they can get the key, as you can see, and Ronny's about to enter the elevator section, which has many long rooms, and yeah. Not the first one, but next one is going to be... And that's what I was talking about. Even though in a small room like this one, there's potential to catch up for KingCaptain. I think they are pretty even right now. Nearly on the same second. Can remind you, if you want to watch this whole thing in German, commentated, you can visit Speed Gaming German. Yeah, like the bot just posted in the chat. Okay, we see an interesting... Both runner getting the room here really quick. Yeah, they're only apart again, like 3 seconds maybe. It's really not that much. They're totally in sync nearly. Insane. Okay, Ronny about to go into the Oshiro section. So Oshiro is pretty mad at you because you didn't want to stay in his hotel, even though you cleaned up for him and did everything for him. And yeah, what he does is he locks onto you vertically. He indicates that he's gonna dash with this lightning, and then he's gonna dash. Nothing more. You can jump on his head and refill a dash, which is actually used sometimes. As I'm telling you this stuff, Ronny is dying a little bit more here, but he's still in the lead. Yeah, about to finish in the last room here, and the last room is pretty tricky. In fact, so if you're off cycle, and he's on the death cycle right now, so if he's not comfortable with that, it's really hard. KingCaptain looks like he's gonna make it in the normal cycle. And Ronny finished chapter 3 with a time 10:26. So I'd say about 12 seconds, 13 seconds. Okay, 14 in fact. Okay, Ronny taking his time again here to go into the stage, maybe to sync it up a little bit more again. Say solid run until now from both of the runners. They both didn't die that much and had solid mention. Both of them are entering Golden Ridge now. There are so many things introduced here. What you see on Ronny's screen is the wind, but there are also these green bubbles here that you can see right now, which basically are dashes for Madeline. And they also refill your dash. So you can dash in all the directions Madeline can. And as well, you get a dash restored. Then there are these clouds. Pretty simple. Jump on them. And the further down they are, the higher you jump. Okay, Ronny taking a death here again. Ronny taking another death. KingCaptain now taking the lead, I think. Yeah, KingCaptain taking the lead here. Because of 4 deaths by Ronny. That's unfortunate. Alright, KingCaptain performed a wall jump there. Again, a spike jump. Like in Celestial Resort. And he's slightly ahead now. Okay, is anyone going for auto scroll skip fully? Looks like KingCaptain goes for the... Ooh! What does he do? He's gonna go back, okay. That's unfortunate, the death here. Okay, let's see what Ronny does. He's not going for fully auto scroll skip, but he can't make it up. Okay, KingCaptain taking the safe route here. Maybe he knows he's on a little bit in the lead, and he doesn't want to risk it. Ronny going for the small skip here, and he gets it. Okay, both runners now in the same room. It's really, really tight. KingCaptain still slightly ahead by around... Is he ahead? Is he? I think he's ahead. Around maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Hard to tell. They're nearly completely in sync in the rooms. Ronny going for a reverse hyper dash there to actually skip these auto scrollers. And now for the skip, gets its second try. Chokes a little bit here. Okay, so there is the room KingCaptain is in. There is like a little strat where you can skip. Okay, he's gonna go safe. Maybe Ronny goes for the little skip here with the platform you just see right now. Ronnie taking another death here. Looks like King Captain is a little bit more consistent at the moment in Golden Ridge. 1 second basically. Chat is telling me 1 second. And he gets gets in front of the platform. Okay, so next new thing introduced here, heavy wind and snowballs. So heavy wind, basically it's just heavy wind. And the snowballs are like mini Oshiros, just from right to left. And they're in the same room again. Okay, Ronnie taking the lead, basically here. Yeah, Ronnie taking the lead again. As as King Captain takes another death here. Okay, Ronnie took the lead here. But and he gets it still. Alright. Let's see what he's doing. Alright, Ronnie ahead by around, let's say, 7 seconds. They're really close together. As you can see, they are switching always. They're always switching. Like, Ronnie is ahead in the next second, and then it's King Captain's time again. They're really close together. That's what we want, right? Want a hot race, like I said. Alright. Entering Mirror Temple. Okay, so there are these blocks which activate by dashing. And Ronnie going, yeah. Also, red bubbles are introduced here. They're basically like green bubbles, but extended versions until they hit something. And they both go for the skip. Ronnie with a extended hyper dash. I think Ronnie's 4 seconds ahead. They're nearly perfectly in sync. That's insane. Yeah, 4 seconds difference here by our runners. Insane. The PB is 25 seconds apart. The runners at the moment. And we see King Captain going for another small thing here. Where we basically lock the Y position. And he doesn't need to dash up there. Ronnie's still in the lead. Will he go for double bubble skip is the question now. No, he's not. Double bubble skip where you could basically skip these 2 bubbles, but it's more like a meme skip. And it's difficult to pull off, in my opinion. And King Captain taking a death here. Ronnie in the long room now. A death here would be pretty costly, but he makes it through. As King Captain enters the same room here. And Ronnie having a little bit of problem here. With the skip, the cutscene. And he's entering another section where these Seekers are introduced. He's playing as the Seeker right now. Basically, they dash around and they want to kill. They want to hug Madeline or and eat her. King Captain a little bit of trouble here to get in the bubble, but he's fine now. Ronnie entering the nightmare section, as I like to call it. And here you can see the first Seeker. So the Seekers are again like mini Oshiros, maybe you could say that. You can jump on them and get a dash back. I'm sorry. But as well, you could use them for locks, like you see on Ronnie's screen right now. They can activate locks, and when they get like when you jump on them, they go to sleep. And Ronnie going for a good strat here. He destroyed the block there so he could pass there. Pretty smart. King Captain having a little bit of trouble manipulating the Seeker. And on Ronnie's screen we're entering Search Skip pretty soon. So basically you have to go through this huge maze here and get these 2 keys down there. But we can just skip that with a reverse hyper dash. What Ronny did here. Ronny is pretty clean here in the race. As I say that, he's spaghettis. Oh, shouldn't say something too early. I'm sorry. As he's coming into the final section of Mirror Temple. King Captain also entering Surge Skip soon. Running the last room before next segment here from the speedrun called the Theo section. So Theo is trapped in this crystal. And he can activate switches, but you can't dash with him in when you have him in hand. You can pick him up while dashing. And Surge Skip from King Captain, no problem. And Ronny taking another death here. Also Madeline is pretty buff, because she can lift up Theo so easily. And Ronny taking another death here. Theo section worst nightmare, as it's called in chat. There is a lot of tech here involved in this section. So many time saves. If you want to know the lore for this part, I recommend, if you haven't already bought the game, you should really do it, because it's an awesome game to run and to play casually. Ronny having a little bit of trouble here with the Seeker, and he gets through. And as I'm talking, King Captain also entering the Seeker, the Theo section. Little skip here from UncleRonny again, skipping this platform. And he's gonna go for... Is he going for fast? Yeah, he's going for the fast strat. And pretty close at the end. Entering the big eyeball room. So there are these waves. There are these waves which push you back. And you basically have to dash through them to get momentum. What you do is like you hit the eyeball with Theo in the face. And that's Mirror Temple for Ronny. As King Captain is like halfway done with the Theo section, I'd say. Oh, and I'm already early again. I should really not talk about this. And Ronny again, taking his time here, going into Reflection. The new element here is these feathers. And other than the normal game, you actually can control them in 360 degrees. So if you play with a controller, with an analog stick, you are a little bit you have a little advantage here. And Ronny, is he going for leg skip? No, he's not going for leg skip. Unfortunately, we don't see Ronny going for leg skip. That's sad. But another thing here, you just saw these Kevin blocks. Or crush blocks. They're called Kevin blocks because of the person who made the sound. Yeah, that's the community name. As Captain finishes up Mirror Temple here. And one last hit here. And one last hit. Oh, Captain, he's struggling, but he gets it. Ronny doing here a little skip as well with the waterfall, with neutral jumps. Well, ooh, didn't quite get that one. Goes for a long jump here. And maybe we see King Captain doing late skip. Keep an eye on King Captain's screen. After the feather section, obviously. And Ronny going the upper path, which is faster than the lower path. Making it through without any troubles. And he's not going for leg skip. So unfortunately, no leg skip in this race here. But that's okay. The runners are still close enough together. One mistake in like the last room, in the last few rooms in this chapter, can give it back to King Captain easily. That's the good thing about these races in Celeste. They are never over until the last chapter or the last second. And King Captain taking an unfortunate death there, while Ronny making it through these rooms. Goes for the lower path here, which as well again is faster. And bumpers here have also a little gimmick. If you face away, you get like twice the distance when you jump into them, when you bump into them, I'm sorry. So you can abuse that. Okay, let's get a rough estimate how much Ronny is ahead in the room where you talk to our dear old friend here. So Ronny talking to a friend like at 23-29. It's hard to tell. Ronny entering the section, the depths, where we are searching for Badline. She grew hair, and yeah. These three. Oh, he misses it. There are these 3 shortcuts here. They all have setups, except for the last one, which is the hardest. And Ronny taking the safe spot here. Developer intended shortcuts. So basically what I was talking about, we're looking for Badline, which has really long hairs, and yeah. We need to find her and give her a haircut. Okay. Looks like Captain is roughly 1.5 minutes behind Ronny. And Ronny takes a death in the first room. Badline fight started. So I'm gonna talk about Badline in a second when we have confirmation how much King Captain is behind Ronny. Let's just enjoy Ronny's fight against Badline for a second. Alright, looks like really 1.5 minutes roughly. Alright, Badline. Let's talk about her. So we damage her by dashing into her. She doesn't have a health bar. Rather, she has a set amount of hits you have to give her, and then she's gonna break out of the room and give you another path. She has these 2 attacks, laser attack and the fireball attack. You saw the fireball on Ronny's screen right now. King Captain making his way through there as well. Taking an interesting strat there with retrying. Alright, Ronny in the room here. Yeah, you saw the lasers here. There are lots of cool techs here in the Badline fight. And an unfortunate death for King Captain on the big Kevin block. He's about to enter the Badline fight himself. And he's in. Alright. Runners both in the Badline section. Ronny nearly done with the first part though. Ronny had 1 or 2 deaths. Let's see how many our king will get. King Captain. Alright, well I was talking Ronny. Oh, and he gets crushed there. He gets crushed. While I was talking, Ronny enters the second fight phase, where Badline gets telekinetic powers and throws rocks at us. Yeah. Ronny's doing awesomely good at the moment, in my opinion. Alright. As Ronny enters second to last room. My favorite room here. And last room for Ronny. Death in here is pretty costly, so let's hope not to see one. Unfortunately, King taking a death there in his room, in a pretty long room. Ronny making it through without problem here. So, as every good RPG has... Oh, and... Yeah. Well, that was an interesting threat. We leveled up here, and yeah, basically we have double dash now. And yeah. Level up for Madeline. So Badline is our friend now. Not really much to say here. She wants to help us to climb the mountain now in the end. She realized that we can do it. Alright. Ronny finishing up this section. We Mario Kart now. Yes, double dash. As Ronny enters the summit. Obviously the hardest level in the game. So the gimmick of the summit is he's taking his time here. I don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe he wants to sync up a little bit. Oh, okay, he's going into Summit. So basically, Summit's gimmick is we are revisiting every stage, let's say. Starting with Reflection here on Ronny's screen. And going through everything. Because the plot of Reflection is we get thrown down the mountain to the ground again. And we have to climb up again. But now we have 2 dashes, and it's gonna get interesting. King Captain entering second phase. Badlin. It's hard to tell how much he's behind. I think the gap widened a little bit. And he's taking another death here as Ronny enters the 500-meter section, the Forsaken City, where these zip blocks are back. And yeah. In the end of every section, Badline helps us to get up to the next checkpoint, which is always 500 meter until 3000. And now, King Captain in the last room here. Let's hope he doesn't get a death here. Ooh, that was close. That was so... Oh! And he gets it. He gets it. I was scared there for a moment. I was hoping he doesn't die there. And he leveled up as well. He levels up as well. As Ronny is finishing up the second part of Summit. Yeah, I think King Captain is around 2.5 minutes behind, maybe. But still, Ronny could choke horribly here. And as I'm saying, he dies. Ronny could still choke. Okay, I should be quiet. Okay. Ronny could still lose time here because there are some rooms in Summit that are pretty difficult. We didn't see any hypers out of the dash or out of the dream blocks here. Alright, let's see how King Captain does on his Summit adventure. As Ronny is finishing up section number 3. 1.5 meter, 1,500 meter. And people trolling in chat here a little bit. And Ronny entering the Dust Bunny, the Celestial Resort section of the Summit, which is the hardest in my opinion. And I think most of the runners share this same. Because again, like Celestial Resort, their Dust Bunnies are on cycles. And it can be pretty difficult to navigate through. Let's see if Ronny goes for the Hyper Dash threat here. The triple hyper. I think he's going for it. One. Ooh, close one. Looks like he's going for it again. And looks like he got it. Or at least part of it. I think he got it. as Ronny enters dog room here. Both of the runners finishing up the section which they are in. Ronny the Celestial Resort section, and KingCaptain the Forsaken City section. So they're 1,000 meter apart at the moment, which is roughly like 2.5 minutes. Okay, Ronny going for the alternate path here, which is faster to the normal path. Entering the Golden Ridge section, which we have wind again. And snowballs, obviously. And got the snowball there pretty good. Was close. And maybe he's going for an auto-scroll skip here. So it's pretty slow to wait on this platform, but we can just skip it with an extended hyper dash. And 2 dashes. Entering the elevator. Again, another wind section, and he takes a quick death there. KingCaptain going into 1.5k meters. Taking as well a little death there. Ronny finishing up 2000 here. Is about to enter Mirror Temple section of Summit. And as I'm talking, KingCaptain is in the Celestial Resort. Let's see if he's going for the Ultra Dash. Coming up really soon. No, he's not gonna go for it. Maybe he is, maybe? No, he's not. He's going the safe route. Has a little bit of tough time here, dodging this Dust Bunny, and yeah, he didn't get a dash reset 2 times, I think. So, oh, as I'm talking, he's taking another F. Ronny going for key skip. Key skip. Gets it second try. So, what I wanted to say is, your dash refills every time you touch the ground for more than 4 frames. Correct me if I'm wrong. And as I'm talking, as KingCaptain finishes up Celestial Resort. Ronny taking a lot of deaths here. He really wants the shortcut. And is he going for door skip? He's going for door skip. 1 door down. And he gets it. First try, door skip. Saves roughly 1 second. Dies in the next room, but 2 times can happen. That's not a big problem. If Ronny keeps up his pace, I think he can PB, yes. He's entering the last section here at 35:05. Feel free to count down in chat if you want. And KingCaptain not going for auto scroll skip here. Alright, let's see. Ronny, maybe Ronny's on PB pace here. Yeah, mid 38 is possible for Ronny here. Would be an improvement for around a minute if he gets a mid 38 PB. Let's see if he can do that. We're at checkpoint. And KingCaptain still has the strawberry following him. Ronny making his way through this section to this downdraft section. There are basically 3 sections in the summit last part. First you have the downward, where gravity is increased. Then you have the updraft, where gravity is lowered. And at the end you have a small section where there is normal gravity. This is too fast. Ronny bursting through these checkpoints, but getting it. Some quick deaths here. They are costly. Let's hope he doesn't choke this one here. Yes, he doesn't. That's good. As I'm talking, King Captain entered the Mirror Temple section here. And he's going for double keys, or for the key skip. And looks like he tries to get a setup. Didn't quite do it. And he gets it. Like third try. Third time's the charm. Ooh, Ronny missing the skip here. This is still intense. Ronny could still PB here. Give Ronny your energy to PB here. And give it as well to King Captain for a good run here. He's still on good pace as well. And he's going for door skip. Yes, first door. And he's taking his time and he gets it. That's the easier setup for the door skip. But hey, 2 out of 2. A lot of take energy here in the chat. As I'm talking, Ronny finishing up the updraft section. If he can do that, if he gets the section here in under 1 minute, would be a 1 minute PB, but he's still on PB pace. If he's not joking. Ronny finishing up here. Checkpoint number 3 nearly reached. Come on, Ronny, take our energy from everyone in this chat here. As he saves himself here. Checkpoint 2. This is getting excited. I'm really focused on Ronny here, I'm sorry. That's Ronny finishing up checkpoint 1 now. Has to just go up to the summit. Should be a PB if he doesn't die here. Like a 30-second PB for Ronny. Looks like a 30-second. Yes, it is a 30-second PB for Ronny, apparently. If he didn't PB in a race before and hadn't submitted. But GG to Ronny. With a good time. 38:55, I think. 38:54. That's like a 30-second PB over his 39:35. Tongue twister, I'm sorry. And as we're going here, we're gonna switch audio to King Captain again. For him to finish up. I hope Ronny hits done on the speedrun. Ronny, please hit done on this on the speed gaming website. Nice 5-7. Alright, King Captain also finishing up here. Alright, so our winner is Ronny. But still a very good run from King Captain. In the low 40s at the moment. He has roughly 5 checkpoints to go. So the question is, was it actually a PB for Ronny? Or was it just a not submitted until now? Alright, as King Captain finishes up here. He's on checkpoint 2 right now. Come on, Captain, you can do it. Still a very good time with a low 42 maximum. At maximum. I'd say even a high 41. Alright, looks like King Captain is finishing with a 41-48. Nice. That's good. Okay, so I see I have Ronny here at the moment. All right, maybe a quick word then. Hello, Ronny.
Hello.
So, was it a PB first of all?
Yes.
It was a PB. How much was it?
Let me see. I think it was 40 seconds.
That's pretty impressive, man. On that level.
Yeah, it was 41-second PB.
Nice, nice. That sounds really good. Your general thoughts on your run?
It had a lot of deaths that I shouldn't be getting, like in Summit especially, and yeah, all around there were like plenty of deaths that I could have avoided easily. Like, and I do avoid in my average run.
Okay, okay.
But I did, like, I guess everything else was solid, so that's where my time was coming from.
Yeah, pretty solid run here. Pretty consistent as well. Only choked a little bit at the end of Summit, but hey, still PB is PB, right?
PB is a PB.
Yeah. And yeah, if you say you're normally even more consistent, then I don't see any problem with even lower times here.
Yeah, once I can get more practice hours in, then I believe I can lower my time a lot.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, any last words you want to address to the viewers here?
GG to King Captain, and I'm looking forward to my next races.
That is coming up when? Are you already? Is it already scheduled?
No.
Not okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I'm gonna watch that. Pretty sure, if the time lets it do. Right, I don't see King Captain. Maybe he doesn't have time. Maybe, but still a pretty solid run, man. Impressive.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Yeah, feel free to follow the runners, Ronny and King Captain, and commentator me, and of course the Speed Gaming channel. If I don't hear anything different from King Captain, I'd say that's it. The race is over. Yeah, not much to say. Coming up on this channel here, or you're gonna hear me on Speed Gaming 2 next. Again, I'm gonna commentate the race between King J and Wrecked Kitty. And yeah, I hope if you are around, I'll see you there, hopefully. So that's everything from me. I've been Aikinator. It was fun to commentate for you guys. I hope you liked it, and hopefully I see you later.